when you came in. Go grab those. Tonight we are giving away 4 general admission tickets to an OSU volleyball game. That would be Oregon State volleyball, as well as from the Fraser Barber.
This is American Legion Baseball on 541radio.com. Get ready as the best from around Oregon step between the lines at Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg to play for a state title. Live video coverage of the state tournament on 541radio.com is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe, with additional sponsorship provided by DC Farmers Co-op and Champion Car Wash. Now, let's head to the game.
Well, hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field, where tonight the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts will host the Sherwood Lobos in a battle in the final matchup of the first day in the AAA Oregon Legion State Tournament. So far, 3 games in the books, 3 winners stay on the winner side of the bracket. The Doc Stewarts will look to try and make it 4. Well, one of these teams will be the 4th winner of the day. The Docs are hoping it's them to try and stay on the winner side of the bracket, but the Sherwood Lobos, after winning a play-in game yesterday over the Post-20 Dirtbags, would like to do the same. We get ready for the final game of the day. It's been a fun day out here at the ballpark today, and we are looking for a great one to finish it out. We've had some good games so far on the day. A 10-7 victory for the Post-6 Barbers over the Post-58 Crushers earlier today. Then we had a win for the Medford Mustangs, who walk off with a victory over the Beaverton Sockeyes 4-3. And in our last game, it was another epic one going to extra innings, where the Salem Withnell Dodgers able to get a walk-off win against the Emerald Challengers out of Eugene. So it should be a fun one here tonight, as we've had a great day of baseball action here at Champion Car Wash Field. Before we get going anywhere too far, I want to let you know this is our Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. This game is streaming live online at 541radio.com and on our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score. It'll be a little bit different format from what we've been having throughout the rest of the day, as we do carry both the radio and the video side of things here tonight with Doc Stewart's Baseball. But you can tune in and watch it there. The video stream is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll take a look at the matchup as we jam it all in here real quick. A quick turnaround after the extra inning game in the contest before us. A 2-minute timeout as we bring you Doc Stewart's Baseball tonight here on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Number 9, Eli Jacob. Number 10, Jordan White.
Back here at Bill Gray Stadium, Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field as we bring you coverage of the American Legion Baseball Oregon AAA State Tournament. 3 games in the books, our final game of the day. Getting started with the Docs here in just a few moments. They announce the teams down on the field. The Roseburg Dr. Stewart's coming in at 20-17 on the season. They did finish third place in Area 4, but they knew they'd be the host team here for the tournament, so knew they'd be here in this spot in the 7 o'clock game on day 1 of the tourney. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Sherwood Lobos are 12-8 on the season, coming off of a win yesterday over the Post 20 Dirtbags. 5-3, the final score there. That knocked the Dirtbags out of the postseason in that single elimination play-in round. The number 2 team out of Area 2, the Sherwood Lobos, trying to stay on the winner's side. Now that we're into the tournament, it is a double elimination bracket. So teams will have today, and then they're guaranteed one more game tomorrow, but that is all the teams are guaranteed is tomorrow. And then after that, you are fighting for your life in this tourney. Already we've seen the reigning state champion, the Challengers out of Eugene, the Emerald Challengers. They lost earlier just moments ago, and so they will be fighting to stay in and repeat on their title. We'll take our final 2-minute break of the pregame show, come back with the start of tonight's ball game here on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My name's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
A beautiful rendition of our national anthem here tonight as we get ready for the final game of day 1 in the AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament. I'm Joey Kieran. Great to be with you here, voice of the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts in my 9th year calling Docs baseball here in Roseburg. Second consecutive year that we've gotten a chance to do this, where we bring you video coverage of every game from the AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament. We did it last year, and then a couple of years ago, had the 1-year break in between. Actually, it might have been 2 years. Might have been the COVID season in there as well, and Klamath Falls had one of the state tournaments as well. So it's been a little while since the last time we did it. We have done it, but it's been over a span of stretch. But we've done it for 3 different seasons, and excited to have the AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament back here in Roseburg for a second consecutive year, and bringing you coverage of every single game from the state tournament, streaming live online at 541radio.com. Let's take a look at our Cooper's Pest Control starting lineups as we wrap up the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. Again, Roseburg Disposal, you can let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. For the Sherwood Lobos, their starting 9 will have Cam Christensen, the shortstop, leading things off. followed by Brennan Weig, the center fielder. Parker Fabrici, the second baseman, will bat third, followed by Chase Heiberger, the left fielder, batting cleanup. Wyatt Bugger is the first baseman. He will bat in the 5 spot, followed by Spencer Barnard, the third baseman, batting 6th. Hitting 7th and playing in right field is Nigel Folland. In the 8th spot is the DH, Kyle Scheller, who will bat for the starting pitcher, Ryan Boggs. And the 9 batter is Liam Cleaver, the catcher for the Sherwood Lobos. They will face off against right-hander Ever Lamb, who will take the mound from South Umpqua High School. He's pitched 34 innings, making his 7th start of the season, his 8th appearance. He's got a 3-3 record with a 3.50 ERA. 32 strikeouts and 15 walks on the season for Ever Lamb. That's your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineups as we get ready for the top of the first inning. When you're looking for your best defense, call Cooper's Pest Control to protect your home from those summer bugs. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins. Call them at 673-0363. So Cam Christensen will lead things off for the Lobos. Takes the first pitch in for strike 1, and we are underway here in this evening's ball game. The shortstop for the Lobos will take outside. This team made up mostly of players from Sherwood High School, have a few Mountainside mixed in as well. And Cam Christensen from Sherwood High School on a 1-1 pitch. He takes outside for ball 2. Ever Lamb out of his windup. Misses high for a 3-1 count. Ever Lamb heading to Lynn Benton Community College next year, fresh off of winning a 3A state championship with the South Umpqua Lancers during the spring. 3-1 pitch, fouled away by Christensen for strike 2. Behind the plate is Knox Hubbard, the battery mate for Lamb. Out at first base, Evan Corbin. At second base, Sebastian Watson. At third base, Austin Takahashi. And at short, it's Cade Johnson. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And Ever Lamb will get a strikeout to start off the ball game. First strikeout of the night for Lamb. All strikeouts by Doc's pitchers are brought to you by One Peak Medical. Don't let the perfect pitch get by you. If you're tired of waiting months to see a doctor, visit onepeakmedical.com to book your appointment today. One Peak Medical, accepting new patients and covered by most insurances. First pitch now to the 2-hitter, a lefty standing up at the plate. That's Brennan Weig. We'll take low for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch will miss again for Lamb. 2 balls and no strike. Out of his windup here for Lamb. That ball well hit out to right field. Braxton Dill came in. He will make the adjustment. First thought maybe he might have overrun it. That ball pretty well hit by Weig. But in the right spot is Braxton Dill out in right field. That ball right at him, battling against the sun, and he can have a tendency sometimes to charge in a bit too far at those balls right at you. But Dill out in right field, able to play it perfectly. First pitch swinging for the 3-hitter, Parker Fabrici. He bats with 2 outs and nobody on, and he fouls off the first pitch. In the outfield from left to right for the Docs tonight, Eli Jacobs in left, Carson Dunn in center, and Braxton Dill in right field. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. The breaking ball disappears on Fabrici. He falls behind 0-2. The 0-2 pitch here for Lamb. Tried to overthrow that one. Misses outside. A 1-2 count. Fabrici, the second baseman, batting third. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. Watches it right down the pipe. He had a check swing, but he doesn't get the bat out there. Watches it go by, and he'll go down looking. Second strikeout here in the first inning for Ever Lamb, and he keeps the Lobos off the board. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're through a half inning of play. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless ball game so far. Back after this 60-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Come back for the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless contest right now between the Docs and the Lobos. Leading things off will be third baseman Austin Takahashi for your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. Take a look at their full lineup here as we go into the bottom of the first inning. Get your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for the Docs. Coming in at 20-17 on the season under the leadership of Coach Jeremiah Robbins in his 6th year with the program. First pitch high and away, ball one for starting pitcher Ryan Boggs on the mound. Boggs, a right-hander, will miss high and away again to the lefty, Austin Takahashi. It's a 2-0 count to start things off. 2-0 pitch. Tak gets underneath one, high in the air out towards left field. That is where Chase Heiberger is roaming, and the left fielder has it for the first out against the Doc Stewarts. So Ryan Boggs gets Austin Takahashi. Batting second is the second baseman, Sebastian Watson. He'll hit with one out and nobody on. Boggs on the mound out of his windup. Misses high and inside, a 1-0 count. So Takahashi leading things off in the top of the order. Watson batting second. Cade Johnson, the shortstop, will bat third, followed by the cleanup man, Evan Corbin, the first baseman. It's a breaking ball inside, 2-0 count. The catcher, Knox Hubbard, bats fifth, followed by right fielder Braxton Dill. The DH will be Dominic Titone batting in the 7 spot. In left field is Eli Jacobs, the 8-hitter. And rounding out the starting 9 will be the center fielder, Carson Dunn. The DH being utilized for starting pitcher, starting pitcher Ever Lamb. A 2-0 pitch came in a bit inside. I didn't notice it hit Sebastian Watson, but it just grazes him. So on the 2-0 pitch, Watson is hit by a pitch. Heads on down to first. That's the first base runner on for the Docs tonight. First hit batter for Ryan Boggs. That'll bring up Cade Johnson. The shortstop swings away at the first pitch for strike one. Johnson has been the leading hitter this season for the Docs. We'll look to hopefully continue the hot hitting into the postseason here. He's got a chance with a runner on at first to try and do some damage. He'll take high and inside from Boggs for a 1-1 count. Taking a look around the diamond for the Lobos here in the bottom of the first inning. Pickoff throw to first. Watson back in safely. Behind the plate is Liam Cleaver, the catcher for the Lobos. Wyatt Bugger at first, Parker Fabrici at second, Spencer Barnard at third, and Cam Christensen at short. Your infield there. As the 1-1 pitch in the air out towards center field, going back is Weig. He'll make the catch. Back to first goes Sebastian Watson. 2 away in the bottom of the first inning with 1 on. Evan Corbin will bat. In the outfield from left to right for the Lobos, Chase Heiberger in left, Brennan Weig in center, and Nigel Folland in right. Your starters defensively for the Lobos. 2 down, Evan Corbin at the plate. He got hit by the pitch, and he'll head on down to first. And that'll put runners at first and second for the Doc Stewarts here in the bottom of the first inning. the defensive starters and your Doc Stewart's batting lineup. It's all brought to you by Cooper's Pest Control. When you're looking to build that best defense, of course, get in touch with Cooper's Pest Control to protect your home from those summer bugs. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins. Call them at 673-0363. Brings up the catcher and left-handed hitter, Knox Hubbard. Chance to try and see if they can get something going here in the first inning with 2 outs for the Docs. Batting with runners in scoring position has been at times a struggle for this team, but they've got an opportunity with 2 outs. A man at second base. A lefty at the plate against a righty on the mound. Docs looking to try and take advantage. First pitch here for Boggs. High and away to Hubbard. We've seen some pretty great baseball so far today, very competitive games. The one game that was the most lopsided was a 10-7 contest that saw a late rally to get that 3-run lead. Ground ball, first base side for Hubbard. It goes off the glove for Bugger at first. They're going to throw to third. If they get the out there before the run scores, then the Docs will not get the run at the plate. The home plate umpire is waving his hands. What just happened? Is it a foul ball? Is the inning over? No, the inning's over. So it's... that was a weird ending there, just the way the umpire was doing it. But the tag at third happened before the run was able to score at the plate. So the Docs don't get credit for the run because it was a tag out at third. Kind of a weird one to finish things off here in the first inning. Knox Hubbard with a base hit. Gets the first hit of the game for the Docs, but the inning comes to an end with a tag out at third base. And it looks like that's how it'll stay. We go to the top of the second inning. Still a scoreless ball game on 541radio.com and on the Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Top of the second inning, Docs Baseball brought to you by Good Vibrations Solutions. For home theater and automotive audio, you can feel it at Good Vibes. A 1-0 pitch from Ever Lamb in for a strike as he faces the cleanup man, Chase Heiberger for the Sherwood Lobos. Some craziness there to end the bottom of the first, but we're still scoreless in this playoff matchup. Lamb misses low and inside for a 2-1 count. Great showing tonight. Final game of the day. Pretty much almost every seat behind home in the orange seat back chairs is filled as a pitch missing low. 3 balls and a strike to Heiberger. And then you've got overflow into the metal bleachers on either side behind home and out behind the dugouts as well. As a 3-1 pitch. High chopper to Takahashi at third. Throws over to Evan Corbin to retire Heiberger for the first out. 1 down. So good showing tonight. Great to see the crowd coming out, and I think some of the other baseball teams and their fans may be sticking around, deciding to watch the final game of the day. Great to see everybody out here, and we appreciate everybody that's tuning in that couldn't make it out to the ballpark tonight. Great to have you with us here on the radio and online. First pitch to the 5-hitter, Wyatt Bugger, is high for ball 1. Need to double check and make sure I'm saying that one right. I didn't get a chance. We got a short window between games to get ready for this one because the game before us went long as a strike swung on and missed by Bugger. So I didn't get my usual chance to run down and check with the coaches to make sure I'm saying everybody's names right. We'll try and see if we can get that there. 1-1 pitch by Lamb. It's in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. So the bottom of that first inning was a ground ball to first base. The Docs kept the runners going. It's a 2-1 delivery by Lamb. Is fouled away for strike 2. The Docs kept everybody running. Sebastian Watson was at second. He turned. He was going to try to score on that infield single by Knox Hubbard. And Evan Corbin was trying to go first to third. Well, they threw to third base to get Corbin, and he was out by a mile. But because they tagged him before Sebastian Watson was able to score at the plate, the inning came to an end before the Docs were able to get a run on the board. The full count pitch here, swung on and missed, and Knox Hubbard up with the ball behind home. Another strikeout for Ever Lamb. His 3rd strikeout in the ballgame. Strikeouts again brought to you by One Peak Medical.
Next batter, number 2, Spencer Barnard.
There's 2 down. Spencer Barnard will bat. Nobody on base. The third baseman bats in the 6th position. First pitch, swing and a miss. Takes a big cut on the delivery from Ever Lamb. Wearing the green button-up tops for the Lobos tonight. It's a pitch just low on the outside corner. Orange numerals on the back, white numerals on the front. Gray trousers with the stirrup socks as a ground ball right side will sneak through. And Spencer Barnard goes opposite field for the first hit in the game for the Lobos.
Next batter, number 16, Nigel Fallen.
So both teams with a hit now. Nigel Fallen will bat, the right fielder. We've got the green stirrup socks with the horizontal orange and white stripes up around the calves for the Lobos. On the mound, Ever Lamb pitching out of the stretch for the first time tonight will hit the outside corner to the lefty. Nigel Fallen, the right fielder. From Sherwood High School, just a sophomore this last year for Fallen. The 0-1 pitch, he fouls up in the air and out of play for strike 2. Doc Stewart's trying to join the rest of the winners and the winner side of the bracket. A win would put the Docs up against the Medford Mustangs coming up tomorrow. Pitch outside on the 0-2 offering. Couldn't get Fallen to chase. Wind is picking up. It's been a very nice day at the ballpark for baseball. Comfortable temperatures, a lot of sunshine, but the wind has been picking up as of late as a 1-2 pitch low and inside. And it is starting to pick up again here this evening. It's a nice little breeze, helping things stay cool, but also wants to make all my papers blow away. The 2-2 pitch fouled away. And Nigel Fallen stays with the 2-2 count. The lefty will dig back in. The runner at first was trying to take off on that last pitch. He's back to first base. He's running now. Throw down to second base. Not going to be there in time. Just to the wrong side of the bag for Knox Hubbard behind the plate. And it wasn't a bad throw, but it had to be perfect. Great jump at first base for Spencer Barnard. So runner at second. It's a 3-2 count. And there's ball 4.
Next batter, number 37, Kyle Scheller.
So we've got runners at first and second with 2 down. First walk of the game for Ever Lamb. Brings up Kyle Scheller, the DH, who hits for the pitcher, Ryan Boggs. First pitch for Ever Lamb is high and inside. Well, pitching a premium in the postseason, you obviously want to be able to rely on guys deep into your game so that you don't have to go to the bullpen and use up arms. So 1-0 pitch into center field. Gets down. Carson Dunn up with it. The runner from second coming around to score, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Lobos. 2-out rally here in the second inning for Sherwood. And Kyle Scheller comes up with the RBI single, going into shallow center field with a line drive single that'll score. Barnard from second.
The next batter, number 36, Liam Cleaver.
Runners at first and second still. A 1-0 lead for Sherwood. So the Lobos will strike first. That'll bring up the 9-hitter, Liam Cleaver. Will take high for ball one. And Ever Lamb has been missing high on a lot of these pitches here in this one. Swing and a miss. He gets Cleaver for strike one. The 1-1 pitch. That ball fouled right side. Will get out of play. Off the roof of the Clint Newell family hitting facility. Down the right field side on the other side of the bullpen for the visiting team, which tonight is the Lobos. The 1-2 pitch, grounder third base side foul. Runners were both taking off on the pitch. Everybody will head back to their starting spots to do it again. The 9-hitter, Liam Cleaver. Bottom of the order doing damage here for the Lobos. Runners going, throw to third. Oh, not in time. That looked like he was going to be there in time to get the runner. 2-2 count at the plate for Cleaver. Fallen looked like he was dead to rights. Up to the mound is Cade Johnson to have a conversation with Ever Lamb for a moment, the teammates from the spring season, a couple of seniors there at South Umpqua. Second and third for the Lobos with two down. Liam Cleaver at the plate, the 2-2 pitch. Right down the pipe. He watched that one all the way. He goes down looking. Strikeout finishes off things in the second inning. It's the fourth strikeout of the game for Ever Lamb. But he gives up a couple of hits and a walk here in the second inning, and the Lobos get one run on two hits. There were no Doc's errors and two runners left on base. 1-0 lead for Sherwood. Doc's trail as they go to the bottom of the second inning on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Well, we welcome you back here to Roseburg and Champion Car Wash Field as we finish off day one of the AAA American Legion State Tournament. Doc Stewart's trail 1-0 so far as we go to the bottom of the second in this 7-inning contest. Tonight's game sponsored by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. We appreciate their sponsorship of Doc's baseball throughout the entire season, and also their sponsorship of our streaming here in the postseason. We'll have coverage of every game, starting off with the 10 o'clock game coming up tomorrow. We continue our coverage on day 2 of the state tournament. For the Docs, Braxton Dill leading things off here in the second inning. He takes a breaking ball from Ryan Boggs for strike 1. Braxton Dill starting in right field tonight. He comes in batting .290 on the season. Squares to bunt. He will push that or pull that one foul down the third base side. Didn't get the angle right on that one. So a couple of strikes against Braxton Dill to start things off here in the second inning. Boggs, breaking ball, gets him to swing and miss for strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Ryan Boggs. One away. It'll be Dominic Tourn to try and change the luck for the Docs here in the second. For your Roseburg Dr. Stewart's wearing the black tops as usual. The blue numbers on the front and the back outlined in orange. The gray trousers and the black stirrup socks. First pitch to Tourn, a breaking ball for a strike. It's been a season of ups and downs for this Docs program. They're hoping to try and hit the upswing going into the postseason. The 0-1 is in the dirt, 1-1 count. Struggled in league play against Eugene and against Medford, but had plenty of success against a lot of really good teams throughout the year. And those games against Medford and against the Challengers, those were just a lot of self-inflicted wounds in those games. So Docs just kind of gave away a lot of outs and gave away a lot of runs. So they're hoping to try and turn it back to their championship caliber of play that we've seen them do throughout this season. 2-1 pitch here to Dom. Check swing. That ball fouled behind home. That'll be strike 2 for him. The check swing. He didn't even really get the barrel out there. If that ball hadn't hit his bat, I don't think any umpire in the world would have said that was a swing on a check. But the ball rode in on the lefty, and Dom couldn't get the bat out of the way. 2-2 count. Fouls off another pitch to stay alive. Dom will remain at the plate. So looking at, they've got pitch counts up on the board. Tracking them closely here in the postseason as those will come into play. So 2-2 pitch. Tourn belts one out to right field. That's going to be over the head of the right fielder. Fallon chases it all the way to the wall. Tourn muscling in. The right fielder fell down. Tourn's going to make his way to third. And, they might have been able to get him to score. As the ball gets by, Tourn's going to break for home. He slides in short of the plate. He's safe. And the ball is bobbled by the pitcher, I think. Who's at the plate there? That's the first baseman, Bugger. And they'll call him safe at home. What a wild play. Tourn hits a triple to right field. He might have had a chance to score. As the ball came in, got away, and then it does get away from the catcher. He tries to come in and score, but he had lost his momentum. He was just everything he had to try and get home. He ended up losing his balance, fell short of home, tried to swim to the plate. It looked like he came up short, but he gets his fingertips on the plate as the ball's being juggled around by the first baseman, Wyatt Bugger, who was covering the plate, and we're tied. This game has already been bonkers, and we're only in the bottom of the second. Squaring to bunt, Eli Jacobs takes high for ball 1. Docs ended the first on a wild play with a play at third base, and they tried to score a run, and it didn't work out. They didn't get the run across before the final out. Now they get a run across here in the second on a wild play. Oh, my goodness. All right, it's a 2-0 count for Eli Jacobs as we try to catch ourselves here. Not an inside the park home run for Dominic Tourn. He'll get a triple and then scores on the error. What a bonkers play. The 2-0 pitch does go in for a strike to Jacobs. So I'm going to say that was, since the first baseman was at the home plate, I'm going to say that was an error on the second baseman on the throw to home. On the relay, 2-1 pitch, high, 3-1 count. That's going to be my guess there. That would be your typical kind of setup on that play. What a wild turn. 3-1 pitch, and Eli Jacobs squared to bunt and gets hit by the pitch. Third hit batter of the game for Ryan Boggs. So the Docs tie it up here in the bottom of the first. The bottom of the second, after Sherwood took a lead in the top of the second inning. And then we get a visit out to the mound. It gives me a chance to breathe here. That play was just crazy. A well-hit ball by Tourn to right field. I thought double all the way. But then in right field, Nigel Fallen fell down and had to scramble to his feet to get back up to throw back in. Tourn was hustling to third. He got in there. But then just on the relay back in, the ball initially got away a little bit, but the second baseman got it. He just turned and fired to the home plate. On that initial bobble, I thought, oh, man, Tourn, if he had been on his feet, been running the whole way, probably could have scored. But then as the second baseman throws it in, the ball gets away, and then Tourn tries to score, but he got leaning too far forward and started his slide way before he got to home. And I'm probably more excited about all of that than I should be, but that was a wild one there. 1 on and 1 out. First pitch to Carson Dunn. The 9-hitter is in for strike 1. Out at first base, Eli Jacobs, the third hit batter of the game for Ryan Boggs. Tie ball game 1-1, bottom of the second inning. Dunn will take high. Coming up quickly, Liam Cleaver, the catcher, looking as if he wanted to throw a back pick to first base, but does not. Toss it that direction. Dunn back in, the 9-hitter, the center fielder. Speedy guy out of the box. Pickoff throw to first. Back in safely goes Jacobs. This ball game brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? The 1-1 pitch, bunt, third base side, it's popped up and it will go foul. The third baseman, Spencer Barnard, plays that one wisely. He would have had a hard time to get done at first base on the bunt, so he lets it go by, and it hooks into foul territory for strike 2. Full house here tonight, or at least one of the more packed crowds that we've seen in a while as the postseason brings them out. The 1-2 pitch coming up for Carson Dunn. Ryan Boggs looking for out number 2. And he's going to bean his 4th batter of the night. Well, you'd like to see the Docs bats really continue to keep going. They've got 2 hits in this game so far. The big one, of course, the triple by Tourn. But getting on base is getting on base, and if the pitcher's going to keep hitting you, I guess you'll take it. Now, what you'd like to see is the Docs take advantage of it with runners at first and second and 1 away. Austin Takahashi at the plate takes high for ball 1. On the appeal, they confirm he did not go around. Eli Jacobs at second, Carson Dunn at first. Good speed on the bases for the Docs, who look to try and strike here in the second to get the lead in their favor. Pitch fouled off by Takahashi, a 1-1 count. So I mentioned pitch count earlier. I was going to tell you that Ever Lamb, through 2 innings so far, he's thrown 42 pitches, a little high there as that second inning got long on him. He'll try to bring that number down. Outside to Takahashi, the lefty has a 2-1 count. It'll be interesting to see where things are at here after the second inning for Ryan Boggs, who has thrown quite a few pitches here. The problem for Lamb has been he's been falling behind a lot of hitters, throwing a lot of balls. Boggs has been doing a bit of the same here in the second. A 2-1 pitch, fouled away. Both teams with 2 hits in the game so far. Two-2 pitch for Boggs. Takahashi will take high and away. Austin dealing with an injury throughout much of the season. Missed a lot of games for the Docs this year. They are extremely happy to have him back in the lineup. Takahashi hitting .250 at the moment. He's played in only now his 9th game of the season. 3-2 pitch he'll take for ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. That is only the first walk for Boggs in the game. Top of the order, up to bat. Takahashi gets on. Watson, the 2-hitter, will stand in next, and a chance for the Docs with 1 out to really do some damage with a base hit here.
Number 2, Sebastian
Got
Watson.
the game-tying run in here to lead things off in this second inning. Sebastian Watson will try to bring in the go-ahead run for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. Boggs will miss low for ball 1. Nobody throwing in the bullpen for the Lobos. We've already had one mound visit here in this second inning for the Lobos coaching staff. The 1-0 delivery to Watson takes a strike on the outside corner. The 1-1 delivery. Fouled back by Spencer. Actually, not Spencer, but Sebastian. Watson with a 1-2 count here with 1 out in the second. Boggs, 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball high and inside. Standing like a statue there. Watson watching that one come by and not ready to move in case that ball, like it has already 4 times tonight, hit the batter. But Boggs' curveball breaks around the hitter. The 2-2 pitch, soft liner towards second, drops in for a hit, or excuse me, drops in. It'll bring in a run. They make the play at first base to get Watson, but a RBI ground out for Sebastian Watson, and the Docs will take a lead. They get the out at first for the second out. Coming in to score was Eli Jacobs.
Number 1, Cade Johnson.
Carson Dunn goes to third. Austin Takahashi is on at second. First base unoccupied. 2 down. Docs lead 2-1 over the Lobos. First pitch swinging for Cade Johnson. Out in front of that one. He rips it down the third base side, foul. Just past Carson Dunn there at third base. He goes skipping out of the way. So did third base coach Tim Sester. 0-1 count for Johnson. He squares to bunt, and he takes for a strike. I wanted to see what the defense did there, maybe. 0-2 count. Looking to hit away here, Cade Johnson, who flew out to center field in his first time up. The 0-2 pitch, another one laced foul. This time ducking out of the way is Carson Dunn at third. Stays an 0-2 count. At third base, you've got assistant coach Tim Sester. At first base, coach Jake Whistler. In the dugout, monitoring it all, is head coach Jeremiah Robbins. The 0-2 pitch with 2 away. Johnson again a foul ball as he protects the plate. Two ball, or excuse me, 0-2 count. It's a 2-1 lead for the Docs. Bottom of the second inning, final game of the day here, day 1 of the state tourney. The 0-2 pitch fouled off again by Cade. Cade Johnson staying alive at the plate, working against Ryan Boggs. His pitch count will be elevated once they put the final number up on the board for this second inning. He has given up the lead. Doc's trying to add to it with 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch to Cade Johnson. Takes high and away. Cade, a good eye there at the plate. He came into tonight's ball game. Cade Johnson batting .400 on the nose. He is 0 for 1 on the night. The 1-2. He swings and misses for strike 3. Got him with the breaking ball. And that will wrap things up here in the bottom of the second inning. Second strikeout for Ryan Boggs in the ball game, but here in the second, the Docs take the lead. 2 runs on 1 hit There was one error, and there were 2 men left on base. We'll head to the top of the 3rd inning. It's a 2-1 ball game. Doc's in front of the Sherwood Lobos on 541radio.com and on the score.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
The batter for the Lobos, number 23, Cam Christensen.
Top of the 3rd inning, Doc's in front 2-1 is all the scoring coming in the 2nd inning so far. Ever Lamb now with some new life after the offense helps him out. He will fire in a first pitch strike against the leadoff man, Cam Christensen, who will start things off for the Lobos here in the 3rd. The 0-1 pitch, not a bad one. A 1-1 count, though, for Christensen. Tonight's game sponsored by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? The 1-1 pitch, line drive gets into right center. Carson Dunn cuts it off, bobbles it a few times. The runner at first, though, put the brakes on, started again, then put them on again, and then thought about it after a couple of bobbles out there in the outfield for Carson Dunn. But he'll hold with a single, so Cam Christensen gets his first hit of the game. 1 on with nobody out. It'll bring up Brennan Weig to bat. He is 0 for 1 with the fly ball out to right field. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. Nice move by Lamb. Had him flat-footed at first, but Christensen, not a big lead, diving back in safely. First pitch to Weig. He pops him straight up on the infield. Takahashi calling for it. The third baseman does make the catch. There's your first out in the 3rd inning. 1 away for Parker Fabrici, who struck out looking in the 1st. Shadows starting to creep out of left field here at Champion Car Wash Field. Left field pretty much all in shadows. Kind of square away, dead center field is in shadows. Right field, first base, it's still the sun field. There's another pickoff throw at first just behind the runner. First baseman Evan Corbin, the first base umpire, everybody over there fighting the sun. Another pickoff throw, and not quite as close this time around. We have had a nice breeze throughout the evening, but right now pretty calm. Looking at 79 degrees in Roseburg. It's a pitch outside on the first offering to Fabrici. He's got a 1-0 count, blocking it behind the plate, Knox Hubbard. 79, we hit a high of 83 today, a real comfortable day at the ballpark. It's going to start getting a little uncomfortable, expecting low 100s for Monday and Tuesday in the tournament. Breaking ball, throwing down to second, not going to be there in time. Behind the plate, Knox Hubbard double clutched a bit. Not sure if he was waiting for somebody to get to the bag. So a stolen base for Christensen gets him into scoring position. Runner at second, a 2-0 count at the plate for Fabrici. Everlam out of the stretch. Jams him. That ball, playable foul territory. Oh, it was Lamb who lays out trying to get there. It's just outside of his reach. Knox Hubbard and Evan Corbin also in the vicinity, but unable to get there in time. There's a strike against Fabrici, the number 3 hitter. The second baseman will head back to the right-handed batter's box.
Get some 50-50 tickets.
Fabrici struck out looking back in the 1st inning. A 1-2-3 frame for Lamb in the 1st. Both pitchers having an extended inning in the 2nd. Ever Lamb saw his pitch count get to 42 after 2 innings. And Ryan Boggs saw his pitch count get up to 48 after 2 innings. Do have some action in the bullpen for the Lobos, who trailed 2-1 in the top of the 3rd inning. 2-1 delivery for Lamb. Swung and fouled away. Off the front foot there for Parker Fabrici. Thrown in the bullpen is Jackson Hannon for Sherwood. 2-2 pitch for Lamb. Breaking ball misses inside. So it's a full count now for Parker Fabrici. Out at second base is Cam Christensen after a single, and he stole second. Full count pitch for Lamb. Goes to the off speed, misses high and inside. Second walk of the ball game for Lamb. First and second for Sherwood.
Next batter, number 20, Chase Heiberger.
Docs will look for something on the ground that they can maybe turn to with. Chase Heiberger grounded out to third baseman Austin Takahashi back in the second. Hits a soft liner back to the mound. They've got the runner off at first. Not your traditional double play, but it'll work. Heiberger lines out to Ever Lamb, who turns and fires to first to get Fabrici off the bag. And so the double play will get the Docs out of the top of the 3rd inning, hanging on to their 2-1 lead. For Sherwood, no runs on 1 hit, no Docs errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It is 2-1. Docs in front of the Lobos on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to. By hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
This half inning of Doc Stewart's baseball on the Score is sponsored by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces. It'll be Evan Corbin, Knox Hubbard, and Braxton Dill due up for the Docs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, leading 2-1 over Sherwood. On the mound, Ryan Boggs still throwing for the Lobos. First pitch, breaking ball in at the knees for a strike to Evan Corbin. Corbin hit by a pitch his first time up. Time called before the next pitch by the umpire. Into his windup, the breaking ball for Boggs outside, 1-1 count. So we're on to our fourth game of the day. Docs tomorrow, I've been told it's been kind of a question bandied about quite a bit. It's the 1-1 pitch. Boggs, this time it's not a breaking ball that gets away from him. It's a fastball, and Evan Corbin takes it off his front shoulder, which is his left shoulder. Thankfully, the pitcher for the Docs don't want to hear his right shoulder getting hit. So for a second time in the ballgame, Evan Corbin hit by a pitch. He goes down to first. 5th hit batter of the ballgame for Ryan Boggs. Knox Hubbard will bat. Pickoff throw to first, and back in safely goes Corbin. Time called, and out to the mound is going to go the first baseman. I think we're going with Buger. But our fourth game of the day, I've been told, and I think we've confirmed it, although I'm still slightly skeptical and waiting to find out if it truly will happen. But no matter what happens in this ballgame, Docs play tomorrow at 7 o'clock. That's the plan we're going with until it's not the plan. First pitch swinging, knocks Hubbard, base hit, his second hit of the game, pulls it into right field. Corbin will hold at second, and Knox Hubbard has a 2-for-2 game going. Runner up to second base for the Docs with nobody out here in the third inning, second time through the order. And here comes a visit out to the mound for the Lobos coaching staff. While they visit, we'll tell you. So the Docs, no matter what I've been told, they'll play no matter what at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Obviously, the hopes for Docs fans here in attendance tonight is that they'll be playing on the winner side of the bracket as originally scheduled. That would be the 7 o'clock game, and the tournament schedule would stay the way it is. The first game of the day will be at 10 a.m., then a 1 o'clock game, a 4 o'clock game, and the 7 o'clock game. If you went by the original schedule, the loser of this game would be playing at 1 o'clock tomorrow. But as we were just saying, no matter what happens for the Docs, they'll be playing at 7 tomorrow night. So that would kind of change around the schedule for everything as it is. But if the Docs win, then everything stays the way it is. We do get a call to the pen here. So a new man going to be taking over on the mound for the Lobos. We will figure out all the defensive changes here for Sherwood as they pull Ryan Boggs from the game after the visit to the mound. It's a call to the pen brought to you by Chris Hubbard, State Farm Insurance. We'll go ahead and take a 60-second break, get it all squared away for you here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Have here tonight, the cash should be really good.
It's the bottom of the third inning. We get our first call to the pen, brought to you by Chris Hubbard, State Farm Insurance. If you've been thinking about switching things up with your insurance coverage, now's the time. Get in touch with Chris. He's got over 10 years of insurance experience. Chris can make sure that you're getting the coverage you need at a price that fits your budget. Auto, home, life, and more. Contact Chris Hubbard at 541-672-3301 or visit chrisinsures.com for a quote today. Braxton Dill will face the new man on the mound. It's right-hander Jackson Hannon. Hannon from Sherwood High School, graduated in 2021. So 1 year out of high school for him. He'll face Braxton Dill with runners at first and second and nobody out. Doc Stewart's lead 2-1 over the Sherwood Lobos. First pitch outside, got between the legs of the catcher, but none of the runners on base for the Docs read that one quick enough to try and take off, so they'll hold at first and second. Out at second base, Evan Corbin. At first base, Knox Hubbard. Braxton Dill at the plate. He struck out back in the second inning against Ryan Boggs, who is done after 2 innings of work. The 1-0 pitch, Dill squaring to bunt. He'll take low, a 2-0 count. Numbers for Boggs, not complete just yet, but he does go 2 innings. Doesn't get any credit for this third inning as he did not record an out. Squaring to bunt again. Braxton will take a strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Shields his eyes to look to the dugout to get the signal from Coach Jeremiah Robbins over there. Hannon set. Delivers. And it's a foul tip into the glove for strike 2 on a bunt attempt by Dill. The 2-2 pitch here for Jackson Hannon in out of the bullpen. Swing and a miss. The ball gets by the catcher. That'll be strike 3 for Dill, but the runners both move up 90 feet. So he wanted to try and lay down a sacrifice bunt. He won't get credit for a sacrifice, but he does, in a way, help the runners move up. So the Docs with 1 out get runners at second and third. Strikeout for Dill, his second of the ball game. First for Jackson Hannon. 1 down, Dominic Titone will bat. Dom had the triple to right field, then scored on the throwing error to get the game tied in the second inning. Takes the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. I did talk with sports editor at the News Review, Tom Eggers. He's here taking this one in, getting a chance to report on this game tonight. We had a conversation about Dom's slide to home as Dom will take another strike on the inside corner. An 0-2 count. Said that he was short of the plate, which is what I saw. I didn't see the bobble of the ball by the first baseman Buger on the tag attempt. And so if not for that bobble, Dom would have probably been out. But he ends up getting safe as he was able to get to the plate before Buger was able to get control of the baseball. Pitch low, 1-2 count for Dominic Titone. 1-2 delivery coming up for Jackson Hannon, asked to try and keep the Docs off the board with runners at second and third. Dom fights off a pitch towards third base. It gets away from the third baseman, Barnard. Everybody's going to be safe. And a run will come in for the Docs. They lead it 3-1 against Sherwood. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Base hit. Down the line by Dom. Quick reaction by Barnard. Got the leather on it. But that one got on him quick and it's ruled a hit. Docs with runners on the corners. That's an RBI for Titone. Eli Jacobs squared to bunt, pulls it back, takes for ball 1. So an RBI single for Dom. He's 2 for 2 in the game as well. 1-0 count for Eli Jacobs, who was hit by a pitch and scored a run. Scored the go-ahead run in the second inning. Docs leading 3-1 now, with just 1 out still here in the third. Jacobs squares to bunt again. He'll take for strike 1. Seeing a lot of guys squaring to bunt in this game so far for the Docs. Don't know if it's intended as a way for these guys to see the pitches just a little better, if they're truly going this much small ball. Another pitch taken for ball 2 to Eli Jacobs as he had squared to bunt. I'm assuming small ball is kind of the case here. Put down a bunt, make them make a play with 1 out. See if maybe a run can score. Push it down first base side. The runner from third coming to the plate. No out made as they reach for the tag. Can't get Eli Jacobs, who puts down a bunt single for an RBI. Dominic Titone ends up at second base. Scoring was Knox Hubbard. Jackson Hannon tried to apply the tag. He fielded the bunt down the first base side, tried to apply the tag as there was congestion with Buger, the first baseman, coming in as well. And Hannon just couldn't get to Eli Jacobs, who goes down low, slides into first base safely. Still 1 out, runners at first and second. Carson Dunn will bat, and time called just as Hannon was about to get into his motion. So Dunn will step out. Now do we see Carson Dunn try to lay down a bunt? Dunn is one of 3 batters on this team for the Docs that have hit a home run this year, but he can also lay down a mean bunt as well. The first pitch, check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. High for ball 1. 2 runs in, 4-1. Docs in front right now against the Sherwood Lobos. One-0 delivery for Hannon. Dunn this time did square to bunt, but it'll take for ball 2. So a 2-0 count. Still just 1 out. The Lobos, another long inning for him here in the third. Doc sent 7 hitters to the plate in the second. As Dunn will swing away, fouls off the pitch for strike one. Docs sent 7 hitters to the plate in the second. They've got 5 hitters already that have come up to bat here in the third. The 6th hitter at the plate. They've scored 2 more. They lead 4-1 over Sherwood. Squaring to bunt again is done. He'll take outside, 3-1 count. Here at Champion Car Wash Field, Stewart Park here all around us. Got the golf course, got the softball fields, got the park back behind us. This is a 3-1 pitch, high for ball 4, bases loaded. And I bring that up because I noticed something going on beyond the right field fence. I thought maybe there was some folks out there playing catch or something, but it looks like we've got a couple beyond the right field fence.
Next batter, number 14,
either rehearsing some sort of musical number or they've just got interpretive dance going on out there. But whatever it may be, we've got a couple of dancers out beyond the right field fence. Meanwhile, in our game, first pitch swinging and a double play to end it as Austin Takahashi lines to the second baseman, Parker Fabrici. He makes the catch and doubles off Carson Dunn at first base. Well, that's a tough way for the inning to come to an end, but it happened for Sherwood in the top of the third. The Docs have the favor returned in the bottom of the third, but they get 2 more runs on the board. They lead 4-1 as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Here in the final game of day 1 of the AAA State Legion Tournament on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
0-1 count to start things off for Wyatt Buger, who will be the leadoff man here in the top of the 4th for the Sherwood Lobos, your designated visiting team in this playoff matchup here in the AAA Legion State Tournament. Takes a pitch that bounces away by Ever Lamb for a 1-1 count as we start things off. Top of the 4th, Docs leading 4-1 in this matchup. The 1-1 pitch from Ever Lamb, a swing and a miss for strike 2. Doc Stewart scoring 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base there in the bottom of the 3rd inning as they scored 2 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd for a 4-1 lead over the Lobos. Lights starting to come on a bit here as just getting a piece of that breaking ball to stay alive on the 1-2 count for Buger, the first baseman for Sherwood. Lights starting to kick in as half the field is in shadows. Ground ball towards shortstop. Charging in, Cade Johnson. Throw to first. Scoop at the bag. Evan Corbin will make the play as they retire the leadoff man. 1 away for Sherwood. Before the next guy comes up to bat, let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Docs Baseball on the Score.
Number 2, Spencer Barnard.
Spencer Barnard will step in. He takes the first pitch, a breaking ball for strike 1 from Ever Lamb. Barnard had a single in the 2nd, scored the only run of the game so far for the Lobos. He'll swing away on the 0-1 pitch, fouls it back for strike 2. Well, if you've got plans to make it down here for tournament games coming up the rest of this tourney, we've got a full slate tomorrow with 4 games on the docket. The 0-2 pitch just outside by Lamb, a 1-2 count. It'd be great to see you. I mean, we love that people are tuning in and following the games on the radio or watching the games online. But we'd love to see you here at the ballpark. It's a 1-2 pitch, grounded third base side. Charging in, Takahashi bobbled a bit, but he'll throw to first and gets the runner. Spencer Barnard out. 2 away. And Nigel Fallon will step in with nobody on base. Fallon walked in the second inning, was left stranded at third that frame. We'd love to see you out here at the ballpark. If you've got questions, you can always hit up the Roseburg Clint Newell Doc Stewart's Facebook page with questions, but they do accept debit cards, as the lefty Fallon will step in, takes for ball 1. They do accept debit cards, and they've got the souvenir stand. They do have the concession stand where you can get food here at the ballpark as well as a strike in. They've got more rules of the ballpark posted on their Facebook page, but overall, it's a great experience here at a great ballpark, all artificial turf here at Champion Car Wash Field, which makes it a great site to host a tournament like this with a lot of ball games in a short period of time. So hopefully we'll see you out here. Games start tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and run all through the day. 2-1 pitch here for Nigel Fallon as he'll foul that one off. Strike 2 for the 7-hitter in the lineup for the Lobos. First 2 games of the day tomorrow will be, well, at least the first game of the day tomorrow will be an elimination game featuring our defending state champion Emerald Challengers as they ball fouled away. 2-2 count for Fallon. Challengers losing in 8 innings, 4-3 against the Salem Whitnell Dodgers. They'll take on the Post 58 Crushers in an elimination game tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. 2-2 pitch, high and away. The count goes full for Ever Lamb. Full count pitch, ball 4. Third walk of the game for Lamb and second walk of the game for Fallon. Lefty, been a difficult at-bat for Ever so far tonight. Kyle Scheller will bat, the DH. Hits for the pitcher. He is 1 for 1 in this game with an RBI single back in the second. Runner going on the first pitch. Throw to second. He's got the shortstop and second baseman both there trying to field that one. Throw was high, wasn't going to be in time anyways, and Fallon is in with a stolen base. Puts him in scoring position. At the plate, a 1-0 count for Scheller. Lamb delivers that ball off the hands. Slow roller to Takahashi. Sidearms it over to first base to get him for the final out. Scheller goes down 5-3 as Takahashi, not a guy that shows a lot of emotion, but he pumps the fist as he makes the final out for the Docs here in the top of the 4th inning. For Sherwood in the 4th inning, no runs on no hits. There were no errors for the Docs, and 1 man left on for the Lobos. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-1. Docs in front on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For the Lobos.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Bottom of the 4th inning. The AAA American Legion Oregon State Championship is sponsored here in Roseburg by the Roseburg Legion Baseball alumni and U.S. West Electric. Pretty cool story about that I want to tell you about here tonight as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Lights starting to kick in, not really taking full effect just yet as shadows and sun still out there. Sebastian Watson will lead things off for the Docs, who lead by 3 over the Sherwood Lobos. Watson is 0 for 1 in the game, was hit by a pitch his first time up, and then had an RBI ground out in the second. Third time through the lineup here for the Docs. And Taking high for ball one is Watson. Jackson Hannon on the mound in relief for Ryan Boggs, who goes 2 innings. 1-0 pitch popped up towards right field for Watson. Fallen coming in will make the catch for the out. Well, the Doc Stewart's baseball program here in Roseburg, hosting the tournament for a second consecutive year, and as you might imagine, it costs some money to put on the tournament. Got to pay officials, got to buy baseballs, got to do all sorts of stuff, and it costs money to put all of this on. And so they look for sponsorship to help cover those costs, but they hadn't gotten a tournament sponsor. The main tournament sponsor is the first pitch, strike one to Cade Johnson, 0 for 2 in the game. Johnson in his third at-bat looking to try and get a hit to start things here in the fourth for the Docs. The 0-1 pitch, low and outside from Hannon. So they didn't have an overall tournament sponsor, and so they were kind of getting desperate. They put out a call to Roseburg Doc Stewart's alumni to see if they could get a large chunk of them to chip in $100 each to see if they could hit their fundraising goal for the tournament costs. And boy, did they ever. There's a 1-2 count here for Cade Johnson. Hannon delivers. Johnson pops it in the air to center field. Dead away center field. Brandon Weig will track that one for the second out. Johnson 0 for 3 in the ballgame. It'll be Evan Corbin to bat with 2 outs and nobody on base. Corbin has been hit by a pitch twice in this one. So they got a great response when they put out the call to try and raise funds to cover the tournament costs. The Doc Stewarts, they had over 60 alumni offer to donate $100 to go towards the tournament costs within 36 hours. And if it doesn't tell you how special this program is to a lot of people, that right there should, as they put the shift on for Corbin, and they play it perfectly. The second baseman, Fabrici, playing up the middle behind second, is in the perfect spot to get Evan Corbin as he grounds out 4-3 to finish off a 1-2-3 inning here in the fourth inning. So the Docs still up 4-1 as we go to the fifth inning. And it'll be for the Lobos, the 9-1-2 hitters coming up. Back after a 60-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
5-1.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Everland will start off with a swing and a foul tip by Liam Cleaver to start things off here in the fifth inning. Docs leading 4-1 over the Sherwood Lobos. A strike taken by Cleaver, who struck out looking back in the second. He's got an 0-2 count as we start things off in the top of the fifth inning. Joey Keyran here with you at Champion Car Wash Field. The 0-2 pitch for Everland. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Knocks Hubbard up with it. Has time. We'll throw it down to first base to get Liam Cleaver. Another strikeout for Everland. That's his fifth in the ball game. All strikeouts brought to you by One Peak Medical. Don't let the perfect pitch get by you. Check out onepeakmedical.com to book your appointment today. If you're tired of waiting months to see a doctor, they can help you out. That's One Peak Medical, accepting new patients and covered by most insurances. First pitch inside, ball one to the leadoff man, Cam Christensen, who is 1 for 2 with a single. So just wanted to finish my thought there on the alumni really stepping up, and a number of non-alumni donors as well. And then after that call to the alumni, they actually had U.S. West Electric that stepped up, and they bought in as the tournament sponsor as well. So they really raised a lot of money. that'll go towards the baseball program for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. 2-0 count now for Christensen. Help cover the cost of the tournament, and then whatever's probably left over goes right into the funds to help fund next year's team. 2-0 pitch is fouled away, strike one. But it's just really cool, and I think says a lot about what American Legion Baseball means to the community of Roseburg and Douglas County, the surrounding communities, that over 60 people stepped up to throw in $100 for a team that they may not have played for in decades, haven't had a chance to see in decades, may not even live in the area still, but they still paid up to chip in. It's pretty cool. 3-1 pitch, misses low. A one-out walk issued to the leadoff man, Cam Christensen. Walks, not quite an issue, but more of them than Everland would like here at this point in the ball game. He's issued 4. A walk on here in the 5th inning. 1 out, 1 on. The 2-hitter, Brennan Weig, will bat. He is 0 for 2 in the game as a pickoff throw to first, not in time. So I think it just means a lot to see what the alumni did. And a lot of familiar names on that list. That's pretty stinking cool, I'd say. Another pickoff throw, not in time to first. First pitch in the at-bat to Weig is low and inside to the lefty. Ball 1. Meanwhile, we'd like to say thanks to our sponsors that help us put Doc Stewart's baseball on the radio all season long. Sponsors like Cascade Community Credit Union belong to Douglas County. And Dr. Alanson Randall, the dentist, is accepting new patients, so if you are maybe looking for a new dentist, maybe it's been a few years, they'll treat you right. That's Dr. Alanson Randall. Call him at 541-378-6694. Brief visit out to the mound for Coach Jeremiah Robbins here to check on Ever Lamb. Giving him a pep talk out there. Fist bumps all around as Robbins heads back to the dugout. Knox Hubbard will go back behind home plate. Temperature's cooling off a bit. I've been seeing some folks throwing on some sweatshirts. It's kind of crazy to think because we're going to be sitting here on Monday going, could it cool off a little bit? 103 degrees? Yeah, thanks. 1-0 pitch to the lefty. Outside. Weig has flown out to right field and flown out to third baseman Austin Takahashi. 2-0 count for Lamb. Looking for something on the ground to turn 2 with. Back up the middle. It hits off of Lamb. He'll track it down. Will get it to first base in time to get the out there. Great recovery by Ever Lamb. That ball, a comebacker, rolled right up the backside of him. Turned around and found the baseball and made the play with time to first to get Weig there. There's 2 down. Up to second base goes Christensen. And so to bring up Parker Fabrici, he is 0 for 1 in the game, trying to keep things going here in the top of the 5th inning for the Lobos. Takes high on a breaking ball, a 1-0 count. Fabrici walked in the 3rd inning. 1-0 delivery here for Lamb. Pickoff throw to second base. Ooh, tag on the back of Christensen as he was sliding in the throw. Just a perfect spot there by Lamb. Cade Johnson covering. He just basically caught the ball as a tag. It was just right on the back of the runner. But in safely is Christensen at second. The 1-0 pitch. 2-0 count. That ball just missing. Lights starting to have an effect here at the ballpark. Line drive shot goes into left field. The one-hopper past Johnson at short. The throw in from Jacobs cut off by Takahashi. A run in for the Lobos. They cut it in half. They're down 4-2. Base hit for Fabrici. He picks up an RBI.
The next batter, number 20.
Christensen scores from second. 4-2 the score. Chase Heiberger, the cleanup hitter, will stand in. He is 0 for 2 in the game. Last time lined out to the pitcher. He'll foul one off down the third base side for strike 1. Do have some action in the bullpen for Roseburg. Looks like Jace Johnson out there getting loose, another South Umpqua product. The 0-1, high and away. 1-1 count. Checked out things down in the dugout, and pretty sure that is Coach Dave York. He's kind of the general manager of baseball here in Roseburg, in uniform. 1-1 pitch. That ball popped up, going to get out of play. That one up and out over the first base dugout where the Sherwood Lobos call home tonight. No, that's not Coach York. That is assistant coach Josh Robbins out there. It was a new number on a coach. Thought maybe it could be Coach York. The 1-2 pitch, runner going, throw to second. Knox gets it there, hang on to it, yes! Caught stealing at second base. Fabrici cut down for the final out. Applying the tag, Sebastian Watson there. The throw right on target. I was hoping he would hang on to it as the slide went right into his glove. Could be a tough spot to hang on sometimes, but Watson able to squeeze it. So the final out made on the base paths, and the Doc Stewarts will get out of the top of the fifth inning. They give up one run on one hit. There were no errors and nobody left on base. Go to the bottom of the fifth inning. 4-2 our score. Docs in front on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
The bottom of the fifth inning, number 4, Knox Hubbard.
We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Doc Stewart's leading against the Sherwood Lobos by a score of 4-2. Ground ball chopper for Knox Hubbard to right side. He has pulled the ball every time. First 2 times he was able to get it through. This time he does not. He chops one to second baseman Parker Fabrici to finish things off, or excuse me, to get things started here in the fifth inning. One away. One pitch for the out for Jackson Hannon. Check swing, Braxton Dill. Strike one for him. Braxton, a couple of strikeouts in this game. Last at bat, he was the first batter to face off against the new pitcher Hannon. Swings and fouls out one to the backstop for strike 2. Lights starting to brighten things up. The sun has gone down below the horizon, so the field is all in shadows now, and it's a little dark out there at the moment. Breaking ball inside from Hannon. 1-2 count. Spinning out of the way was Dill. The 1-2 pitch. Just low on the outside corner. 2-2. Strike 3 called on the next one, the 2-2 pitch. That one on the low outside corner again, and Dill goes down looking. He's got 3 strikeouts in the ballgame. Second punch out for Hannon. 2 down. It'll be Dominic Tourn to bat. Dom with the triple back in the second, had a single for an RBI in the third, and he gets hit by a pitch. And that will be the 6th hit batter of this game for the Doc Stewarts. 5 by Ryan Boggs, first one there for Jackson Hannon.
The next batter, number 9, Eli Jacobs.
So Dominic Tourn on base for a 3rd time in this ballgame. Eli Jacobs, he's been on twice. Last time reached on an RBI bunt single down the first base side. Takes the first pitch on the corner for strike one. Tonight's ball game here on The Score is sponsored by Flyaway Travel. You can book your travel plans with their travel experts. Give them a call at 672-5701. Chopper down the third base side. This one could be tough. A high hop, throw to first, won't be there in time. Eli Jacobs on safe on another infield single. This time a swinging bunt off the springy infield artificial turf here at Champion Car Wash Field. Takes a while to come back down, charging in. Barnard, the third baseman, got there, made the play as fast as he could, just wasn't quick enough to get the speedy Eli Jacobs. Runners at first and second with two down. Doc's looking for a two-out rally here in the fifth to try and get that run back. They lead by two. Would like to get it back out to three or more again. Squaring to bunt. Dunn puts one down. Good spot. Throw to first just in time to get him. Covering Barnard gets that one just to the left of the mound. The third baseman fires a quick one over to get Carson Dunn for the final out. Doc's trying to play some small ball. Doesn't work out. They'll leave two men on base. No runs, one hit, no errors, and the two runners left on. We go to the top of the sixth. Doc's clinging to a 4-2 lead right now against the Sherwood Lobos on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Ever Lamb working quick in between innings. A 1-1 pitch coming up as we start things off here in the top of the sixth. Swing and a miss by Chase Heiberger. Heiberger was at the plate when Parker Fabricki was caught stealing in the fifth inning, so he gets a fresh start. The 1-2 pitch from Lamb misses high to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Starting things off in the sixth inning for Ever Lamb against Chase Heiberger. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Hubbard up with it. Tosses it down to Corbin for the out. Another strikeout for Ever Lamb. Again, strikeouts brought to you by One Peak Medical. Visit onepeakmedical.com to book an appointment today. Strikeout number 6 for Ever.
The next batter, number 18.
One down.
Buger.
Wyatt Buger will bat. He is 0 for 2 in this ball game. Tonight's contest sponsored by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or give them a call at 541-459-1545. The 1-0 pitch fouled up and back behind home over the backstop. Out of play. 1-1 count. Buger last time up grounded out to short. We'll take outside. Well, if you want to stay up to date on the tournament, 541radio.com is a great place to go, not only for watching the games live, but also getting the score updates. It's a strike in, a 2-2 count. We're updating the scores throughout the day and throughout the tournament, so you can stay up to date on how things are progressing by going to 541radio.com. Scroll down the page a little bit. You'll find the sports section there. We'll take a look at the scoreboard update on the other games today in the tourney. It's a 2-2 pitch, chopped third base side. Takahashi on the run. A scoop at first by Gavin Corbin. Digs it out to retire Buger. Nice snag to finish off the play at first by Corbin. He needed that. A throw in the dirt, a short hop by Takahashi. Not helping out the first baseman, but Corbin making the play. Brings up Spencer Barnard, who is 1 for 2 today. His third at-bat against Ever Lamb. First pitch swinging, flares it to right field, drops it in for a base hit. So Barnard will get on with his second hit of the game. Comes with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Down to their final 4 outs of this ball game for Sherwood. They trail 4-2. Brings up Nigel Folland. So taking a look at your scores from other games in the tournament here, that's brought to you by Garrettson Building Supply. Shop local, shop Garrettson Building Supply for all of your home improvement and outdoor living needs. Garrettson Building Supply, supporting our Douglas County community for 99 years. First pitch to the lefty, Folland. He was clenching every muscle in his body to stay out of the way, tried to get small and not get hit by that pitch. He takes for ball 1, a 1-0 count. Ever Lamb. 1-0 pitch, fouled away. So the first game of the day today was the Post 6 Barbers out of the Portland metropolitan area taking on the Post 58 Crushers out of the Salem-Keizer area. The Barbers rallying late, scoring 5 runs late in that game to take a 10-7 victory. They move on. And the Crushers go to the elimination game as a pitch missing. 2-1 count for Folland. Second game of the day was the Medford Mustangs and the Beaverton Sockeyes. Medford gave up a lead and had to score a walk-off victory in the 7th, 4-3 as they win that one. Dead ball on a foul ball. 2-2 count for Folland. So Medford scoring in the bottom of the 7th, walks off with a 4-3 win over Beaverton. The third game of the day, the Salem Whitnell Dodgers walked off with a 4-3 win in 8 innings. As a pitch low, full count for Nigel Folland, the right fielder. So number of close games, a couple of 4-3 victories in our last 2 with walk-off wins. 3-2 pitch, runner going, strike 3 called on the inside corner. Folland goes down looking. Strikeout number 7 for Ever Lamb. Doc Stewart's look to add some insurance, leading 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to. By hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations. Top of the Hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Getting into the late stages, final game of the day here from Champion Car Wash Field, day 1 of the AAA Legion State Tournament. Our streaming coverage of the Legion State Tournament is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. We also want to say thanks to Douglas County Farmers Co-op and to Champion Car Wash for sponsoring coverage of the Legion State Tournament this year. The streaming coverage. Appreciate everybody chipping in to make that happen.
Lead off the bottom of the 6th inning, number 14.
Been seeing some great results so far. A lot of people tuning in, and we're happy to see that. That's why we do it, so that you guys that can't make it here get a chance to watch the games online. Starting things off, it's the top of the order. Takahashi up to bat. First pitch fouled away. Strike 1 for Austin Takahashi, looking for his first hit of the game. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Takahashi, Watson, and Johnson all still looking for a hit in this ball game. Pitch bounces in, a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch. Takahashi takes a strike on a breaking ball from Jackson Hannon, who is still throwing. Line drive right field. Takahashi comes up with his first hit of the game. He takes a hard turn at first, puts on the brakes, and that's what you like to see. This Docs team trying to find the magic potion to really start to play to their potential, and seeing guys do things like that, taking a hard turn at first, trying to see if there's a way to stretch a single into a double is what you need. The teams we've seen that have been very successful in the postseason, like the Medfords and the Eugenes, those are things we've seen out of them this season. And we need to see more out of the Docs doing that kind of stuff, and there we see it from Takahashi. He was ready to go to second if that ball somehow got through. Sebastian Watson at the plate, a 1-0 count for the second baseman. Squares to bunt, pushes it first base side. That's going to be easily fielded by Buger at first, but it does the job of moving Takahashi up to second. Sack bunt to the first baseman for Sebastian Watson. Watson 0 for 2 on the day right now. He's been hit by a pitch in the sack bunt. He does have an RBI on a ground out. 1 out. Cade Johnson will bat. Cade has had a couple of hard hit balls but has not been able to get one to fall in. He'll take the first pitch for strike one. So we told you the winners from today's games, Medford, Salem, and the Barbers. They're all staying on the winner's side of the bracket. Take a look at the matchups for tomorrow here as the 0-1 pitch. Low and outside to Cade Johnson. So the matchups we know, the Crushers will take on the Challengers in an elimination game. That one's set for 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. The other game going on tomorrow, the Barbers and the Salem Whitnell Dodgers in a winner's bracket game as the ball popped up to right field. Takahashi was trying to steal third on the pitch, so he'll have to race back to second. That ball hangs up a while. Caught by the right fielder, Nigel Fallen, for the second out.
Number 12, Evan
2 down. So those are the games we know, and the Crushers will play at 10. The Barbers and Salem, they'll play at 4. Pitch in for a strike to Evan Corbin, who is 0 for 1 in the game, been hit by a pitch twice. Out at second base is Austin Takahashi. Docs trying to stretch the lead back out. They are on top 4-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Breaking ball hits the outside corner.
This is state championship. Let's go.
0-2 count for Jackson Hannon. Pulled it towards the shortstop. Corvin racing to first. Will not beat out the throw. And that'll finish things off in the 6th inning. So the Doc Stewarts will leave a man stranded. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and the 1 man left on base. 4-2 the score. We go to the 7th inning. 3 outs left to work with for the Lobos as we come back after this 60-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Go to the top of the 7th. We get a call to the pen brought to you by Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. Give Chris a call at 541-672-3301 if you're looking to make a change with your insurance coverage. It'll be Jace Johnson to take over in a save situation for the Doc Stewarts. He'll try to get 3 outs to finish this game off. He'll miss high and inside for ball 1 to Kyle Scheller. 8-9-1 hitters due up for the Lobos as they trail by 2. Docs are down needing 3 more outs to try and finish this one off. I was going to say the Docs are down to their final 3 outs. No, the Lobos are. And there's a strike across against Scheller. So Ever Lamb goes 6 innings in this one, gives the Docs what they needed, a quality start there. And now Jace Johnson, another Lancer, going to try to finish this one off. Pitch outside, 2 balls and a strike. Up to bat, Scheller. Liam Cleaver, the on-deck hitter. The on-deck hitter is always brought to you by Budget Lumber. Everything you need for building a house, a garden, or even a deck. That's Budget Lumber, always striving to be lumber one. 2-1 pitch, high chopper towards second. Watson, he's able to smother that ball right at his waist and gets the out at first, 1 away. Big-time play there from Sebastian Watson on one that is not easy to make. That took a huge hop off the turf, and Watson probably knew almost immediately. Charging in, he wasn't going to get it off the high hop. He was going to have to play that off the short hop, and he played it perfectly, smothering it in at his waist, makes a dime throw to first, and gets the first out. At the plate now, Cleaver will take ball 1 on a breaking ball from Jace Johnson. Jace Johnson making his 6th appearance in the season. He will get a strike across, 1-1. Johnson working out of the stretch time call. This Hubbard will go out to talk about the signals. So Ever Lamb goes 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs. He walked 4, struck out 7. He did not hit anybody. The 1-1 pitch. Johnson gets a fastball by Cleaver for strike 2. So Ever Lamb, 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts. Jace Johnson on the mound, the 1-2 pitch. Outside, a 2-2 count. Tonight's ball game sponsored by Roseburg Honda. 2-2 delivery. Breaking ball misses low. Roseburg Honda knows that buying a car can be a hassle, but it's different at Roseburg Honda. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Visit Roseburg Honda, where they treat you like family because they are family. 3-2 pitch. Fouled back. And this half inning also sponsored by Tim's Appliance and Mattress at the corner of Lane and South Stevens in Roseburg. 0% financing is always available. We do the full count pitch again for Liam Cleaver. And Johnson will miss low and inside for ball 4. So that'll bring the game-tying run to the plate for the Lobos. Top of the order coming up. Cam Christensen will bat. Docs 2 outs away from securing a win and a berth in the championship bracket against the Medford Mustangs tomorrow night at 7. First pitch a bit low for Jace Johnson. It's a 1-0 count for Cam Christensen. For the Lobos, they're looking to try and fight their way back and force the bottom of the 7th. That ball fouled away, out of play over the right side for strike 1. So the winner moves on to take Medford. The loser goes on to take on the Beaverton Sockeyes. That ball's out towards right field. Braxton Dill on the run. He's there in time. Got a chance to double him off. The throw to first won't get there in time. 2 away. Cleaver back safely to second. Braxton Dill racing to get to that one. Not an easy ball. He had to go a little ways. He was playing towards the line in right field. Brennan Weig will bat. The lefty is 0 for 3 in the game. 2 outs for the Lobos as they try to rally here in the 7th. First pitch from Jace is high for ball 1. A 1-0 pitch coming up. Breaking ball hits the outside corner to the lefty. Docs baseball this season also has been sponsored by B&D Meats down in Winston. Check them out. It's grilling season, so find something to put on the grill tonight at B&D Meats. Chopper, first base side. Evan Corbin fields, calls off Jace, tags first base. Docs win Game 1 of the AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament for your Roseburg Doc Stewarts. Goes down as a 4-2 victory. They'll face Medford tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Docs are winners 4-2. We'll get back with all the final numbers from this one for you here in just a few moments as they send the Sherwood Lobos into an elimination game tomorrow morning against the tomorrow afternoon against Beaverton. That one will be at 1 o'clock. Docs will play at 7 against the Mustangs. We'll come back with the postgame show after this timeout. We'll take a 3-minute break. Back with the postgame show to wrap this one up for you here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Remember the good old days when you didn't have to make an appointment or wait in line for an hour just to talk to your teller, when businesses were local and gave back to the community. At Cascade Community Credit Union, there are some things will never change. We're the only credit union or bank headquartered in Douglas County, and making our members a priority has always been our priority. For easy and simplified banking, visit CCCU. No appointment, just come on in.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Well, we welcome you back here to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field, where tonight your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts will pick up a victory on top of the Sherwood Lobos in the first round of the AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament. Docs will stay on the winner's side of the bracket, taking on Medford tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, while the Lobos will fall into the elimination round coming up tomorrow afternoon at 1 against Beaverton. Joey Keyran here with you. Thanks for sticking around for the post-game show. Stay with us. We'll name a Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts here coming up this evening as we look back at tonight's ball game. Taking a look at the numbers, one last look at our Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update. Shop local. Shop Garrettson Building Supply for all of your home improvement and outdoor living needs. Garrettson Building Supply, supporting our Douglas County community for 99 years. Well, it is 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error for the Lobos. 6 men left on base. For the Docs, 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and 9 men left on base. Picking up the win, Ever Lamb, who improves to 4-3 on the season. Ryan Box takes the loss. Chase Johnson will get the save tonight, his first of the season for the Docs. For tonight's ball game, the Lobos get a run in the top of the second. They took a 1-0 lead on a RBI 2-out single by Kyle Scheller. They led 1-0, but the Docs would get 2 runs back in the bottom of the second and led the rest of the way. A 1-out triple by Dominic Tourn got him to third, but then a throwing error. The ball got away on the play, and Tourn came charging to the plate. Dom sliding short of the home plate, but the ball bobbled around a little bit, and that allowed him to finally get his fingertips on home plate, as they didn't have the ball secured and could not make the out. So Dom scored the first run in the second to tie it up. And then Eli Jacobs would score the go-ahead run on a ground out by Sebastian Watson. Docs led 2-1 after 2 in the bottom of the third inning. They'd put 2 more runs on the board on a single by Dominic Tourn and a bunt single by Eli Jacobs, and the Docs were ahead 4-1. Sherwood got 1 run back in the top of the 5th inning on a 2-out RBI single by Parker Fabrici, but that is all they managed to muster here tonight as the Docs pitching staff able to hold the Lobos in check this evening. Everland picks up the win. We'll take a look at his numbers. Plus, we will get you all the offensive numbers from tonight's ballgame. When we come back, Doc Stewart's get a 4-2 win. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and wrap up the postgame show when we return on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My name's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Well, back here to wrap things up from Bill Gray Allegiant Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field as the Docs secure a win in their first game from the tournament. 4-2, the final score, as the Docs are winners against the Sherwood Lobos here tonight. The Roseburg Doc Stewarts improved to 21-17 on the season. The Lobos will go to 12-9 on the year. Getting the win was Ever Lamb. Taking a look at his numbers, 6 innings work, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks and 7 strikeouts on the night. He picks up his 4th win of the season. Jace Johnson gets his first save of the year, pitches the 7th inning. 1 inning, no runs, no hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts, as he secures the victory for the Docs. Taking the loss, Ryan Boggs, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. He hit 5 batters in the matchup. Jackson Hannon pitched the final 4 innings for the Lobos. Didn't give up a run. He allowed 4 hits. He did hit a batter in there as well. 6 hit batters total for the Doc Stewarts today. Taking a look at offensive numbers, Cam Christensen goes 1 for 3 on the day with a single. Also walked and scored a run. Parker Fabrici was 1 for 2 today with an RBI single. Spencer Barnard was 2 for 3 today with a pair of singles. Also scored a run. And Kyle Scheller was 1 for 3 with an RBI single. For the Doc Stewarts, Austin Takahashi goes 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Sebastian Watson grounded out but drove in a run with the bases loaded for an RBI. He finished 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a sac bunt. Let's see here. Evan Corbin scored a run. He was hit by a pitch twice to get on base and eventually scored. Knox Hubbard goes 2 for 3 on the day. Scored a run in there, and he had the first hit of the day for the Doc Stewarts, which is always brought to you by MSK True Value. Every hit of the season is presented by MSK True Value. Make sure you don't swing and miss with your next project. Make it a hit. Head down to MSK True Value and Building Supply, located in Myrtle Creek in Tri-City. Let's see here. Dominic Tatone goes 2 for 2 in this game, a triple, a single, drove in a run, and also scored a run in this one. Then you've got Eli Jacobs. He goes 2 for 2 with an RBI. Got on base all 3 times, was hit by a pitch. And Carson Dunn, hit by a pitch and walk, got on twice, but did not have a hit. So that is a look at the numbers here tonight. It's time now, as they start flipping off the lights, it's time now to get to our Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game. Mountain Mike's Pizza, the way it ought to be. Tonight it's going to be Dominic Tatone going 2 for 2 in this game. Got on base all 3 times, drove in a run, and he scored the game-tying run all on his own. He got on base with a triple and scored on the throwing error, and it was a lot of work on that first run of the game for the Doc Stewarts, but it did get the game tied, and things went in the Doc's favor from there. So Dominic Tatone is your Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game. So that'll do it for tonight's broadcast. Again, you're scheduled tomorrow at 10 a.m. It will be the Post 58 Crushers taking on the Emerald Challengers at the 10 a.m. game. Then following that, it's the 1 o'clock game. The Beaverton Sockeyes taking on the Sherwood Lobos. Those are both elimination games, 10 and 1 o'clock. Then you've got the winners bracket at 4 o'clock. It'll be the Post 6 Barbers and the Salem Whitnell Dodgers. And then wrapping up the day at 7, it's the Medford Mustangs taking on the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts in another winners bracket game. So 4 games tomorrow, 10, 1, 4, and 7. Hope you tune in and watch those games streaming live online at 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. We'll have those for you. I'll be on the mic for game 1 of the day at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So looking forward to that one with you there. All right, that's going to wrap things up for us here tonight. We'll want to say thanks to all of the teams here for the state tournament. It's been a lot of fun so far. Some really good ball games so far today, and looking forward to some more good ones coming up tomorrow. I want to say thanks to everybody for being here. Thanks to head coach Jeremiah Robbins and the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, as well as the Roseburg American Legion baseball post for putting on the state tournament here at home. It's a lot of fun, and it's nice to have it in our own backyard. Want to say thanks to our opponents here tonight, the Sherwood Lobos, for a great ball game. Thanks to Abby Knight back in the studio for the radio production on the other side of our broadcast. There's the video and the radio side. Thanks to Abby for running things back in the studio there. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast, because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. Our next baseball broadcast for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts will be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, 6:45 pregame here on the radio and streaming online. But our next baseball game will be at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, when the Post 58 Crushers take on the Emerald Challengers out of Eugene Springfield, 10 a.m. for an elimination game. We'll have coverage of that one for you, streaming online at 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. And you can catch Doc Stewart's baseball tomorrow night right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.